I know, kind of, everybody hates me right now, but because of the limo scene with me and Amy. But there's a backstory. Like, y'all gotta hear me out, please. I'm not trying to bash Amy. I love Amy to death. At that time, she was dating that guy, Kevin. And y'all know he wasn't a good guy. So I'm just gonna be nice. That's all I'm gonna say about him. And in that time period, Amy got to where she was drinking a whole lot. And she was drunk during that scene. We weren't drinking. We were drinking juice in the scene. But she was drunk before the scene started. And, she was embarrassing me. Like, she asked the limo driver what the sausage looked like. Just being so immature. And then spilled the food everywhere, and it was just... I am sorry for the way I treated her. I am sorry for the names I called her. But at the same time, she was reckless. And didn't care about nothing. It's embarrassing sometimes. I mean, that was embarrassing for me. So, I mean, I am sorry, Amy. I do love you. But I have to be honest. And true to myself.
Oh dear. I mean, honestly, like, everyone can be a judgment of this, all right? But can somebody please explain to me, how do you say that you behaved in a certain way because this person did this, and that to you? Like, I just don't understand how you can sit there and say that you're sorry about what you did to Amy, but she triggered me. I'm sorry about what I did to Amy, but she did this. Like, yo, it's either you're sorry or you're not. Okay, now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes in life, okay, when you apologize, it does make sense to have a form of an explanation to explain the situation. But I feel like there's a big difference between explaining something and trying to justify something, as well as also throwing that person under the bus in the same light. It's not like she's sitting there and being like, you know what, guys? Even though you know what? Okay, so if I was in a position and I was to make an apology to Amy, not even to us, to be honest, but to Amy, right? I would be like, you know, I apologize for the way I reacted. You know, it's just that you did certain things that made me feel uncomfortable, and then I overreacted. And because I overreacted, I want to apologize for that. But next time this happens, instead of overreacting, I'm going to let you know how that thing is making me feel at the time. So therefore, we don't have this type of conversation. That's an apology, okay? Because you're holding yourself accountable, but also on top of that, you're also giving a solution to how you're going to look to handle yourself, you know, the next time this happens. Not sitting there saying, hey, I'm sorry, but you know what, though? If you didn't do this, then I wouldn't have done that. That's not an apology. That's not accountability in any shape or form. So to be honest with you, in my opinion, Tammy's doing what Tammy does best, and that is still playing victim whilst apologizing. Like, yo, she was low-key kind of like dragging Amy in that one, to be honest, if you're really throwing it under the bus. But that's just my take on it. That is just my take on it, okay? Your take on it may be different, folks. And if it is, please do let us know in the comment section, yourself in particular, you know? But as far as I'm concerned, that was a weak-ass, terrible apology or a terrible explanation or justification just for her to clear her conscience, because she doesn't like the way people reacted to the reality of the fact that she wasn't kind to Amy, and she was, and that behavior was just totally unnecessary. But anyway, let me know what you're thinking. Oh, obviously, if you've seen the season, then you know what we're talking about. If you haven't, then I recommend you check out one of my videos. I have been covering the season, and the scene that she's talking about will be on my platform. I'm just not too sure what episode it was, but I did cover it, to be fair with you. But anyway, with that being said, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.